But Brother Aston, just to add though, on a level, what we're actually hearing, right? When you said that if we were to get back to our spiritual self, I understand under not an ancient future. I'm talking about the ancient future. This is the concept that we're looking at in terms of Sankofering and bringing the best from our past into our present, you know, and that's what we're looking at. And what the world really fears, the Isfet, right, aspect, Wama'at, the Isfet, you know, they're gonna be there, and do you know what I'm saying? This is what our brother's saying, they're gonna be there, we know they're gonna be there, they have to be roaming to and fro in the earth. as they said, what we understand is, obviously Isfet will fear Ma'at in that respect. But what we're also looking at is what we have to give to the earth, what we have to give, we can even embrace Isfet with it, you know.
It's part of the balance.
It's part of the balance. It's part of the world repair. There is, as I was saying, we're all part of this biosphere, you know. Yeah. But we're on a different conscious level, you know. You know, we don't have to be killing all the antelope, so to speak. You know what I mean? Like some species are doing. Do you know what I'm saying?
I mean, very much in line with what you said. I just want to leave you at this because I want to hear more from the brother.
Of course.
Right. Is that what you're saying is very, very true. When you go down the journey, you will naturally, in your own cleansing of probably your destructive ways, how you've been treating yourself, your environment, your interpretations of what has been put towards you and shown to you, probably your language will definitely change. Right? You know what happened with me? I went extremely quiet, and the reason why, because I was numb to how I was going to be able to express myself.
Right.
So in effect, it would seem that I was sort of like a bit introvert, but at the same time I realized I had to go through that process to actually develop my language, my ability to express myself in a true, authentic way. Does that make sense?
Yes, brother.
It makes good sense to me, because it's a healing process, you know, that people are going through. A lot of people, I'm sure, are experiencing the same sort of thing.
Exactly.
It's a necessary part.
A lot of people, unfortunately, caught in their transition because of going into the mental health institutions and things like this, right? But mainly because I don't know, I've probably been blessed that I've been able to see some guidance and decipher it and go through it myself, right? That I've been able to go through that process. But I'm listening to you, my brother. And please remind me of the title of your book.
The book is called The Hungry Shall Be Fed by Ellis Allen.
Where can I purchase it?
You can find it on Amazon, or you could look at my website, which is tehutibooks.com.
Alright, brother, we'll repeat all of that information before we end the program, for sure. So keep locked right here. We're going to keep some caveats here so you can stay locked.
And thank you very much indeed.
Alright, my family, nothing wrong. Rise up. Brother Aston there from the Black Father Support Group. And keep listening, Brother Aston, because we will be giving out Lorenzo's number, so you can contact Lorenzo direct and invite the brother to the Black Father Support Group. Yes, to continue the knowledge, the teaching, and all of us standing.
Flyers are there. Please hand it to him and ask him to contact me.
Okay, brother, no problem. We'll do. Yes.
Right,
okay.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Alright, wonderful. And as Brother Aston was speaking, and I opened the page, right, Lorenzo, and I said, let me look at the 42 the 42 confessions, right? And 28 jumped out at me, and it says, I have not caused disruption of peace. I have not caused disruption of peace. And I think that's a key element in terms of our repairing on the planet. Is, you know, we need to guarantee that we don't return in any shape, form or way, anywhere, for any peoples on the planet, you know, to be subjected to any form of mass terror, mass harm, mass genocide, you know, mass psychosocial damages and so forth. And this is the key role that we play You know, and I would say this over any other nation of people on the planet. Real talk in a way, not to say like I'm saying, oh, my persecution and genocide is worse than yours. No, we're saying, I'm only saying is, mine is ongoing. Yours has stopped.
Yeah.
Right? Yours actually stopped, right? You can go to the Nuremberg trials, you understand, and say, alright, ended there. They even gave you a piece of land, and you named it Israel, you know, Israel and El in the face, you rude people, ain't they? You don't know. But not no wrong, right? We lie you that, right? We lie you that, right? Well, what I'm trying to say is, you know, it is still ongoing for us as a people, and part of that repair is we do want guarantees of non-repetition, so this does not happen. We need satisfaction. These are the elements within international law in terms of redressing great harms. These are the pillars that they say should be implemented and should be present to effect, you know, change for us. Is that we must guarantee this doesn't happen again. We must guarantee satisfaction, you know, for ourselves. So this book is part of that. What Sister Wynne, what Brother Aston is saying is part of that awakening, is part of that healing for us. Because I think, I don't want to say, I don't know, Loria, we hear you, Gege, we heard you. Let's listen to Lorenzo, it's true. But I'm looking at this as really intrinsic, to Ma'at. And Ma'at is, you know, flying her wings over us daily in terms of what we're about. So people don't get it twisted and think that we're about creating more hate on the, I'm saying that's not mine.
It's all about, you know, promoting peace. That's one of the ways of restoring the balance.
Yes. Justice.
Yes. Peace, justice, fairness.
Yes.
All of this. These are the principles that never change. And if you follow them, by doing that, you're promoting peace.
Right.
So it's not about war. It's the opposite of that. It's not about genocide. It's the opposite. It's about nurturing, enjoying life, being nice to each other, helping people who are less fortunate
than ourselves in that respect.
Righteousness, in other words.
Yes, brother. I'm looking at the time, and I'm sure, you know, people will be grateful to hear you again, you know. And we've had Sister Jenny sitting with us all this time. Just need you to pull closer to your mic, Sister Jen, you know. And because we're a few words from yourself, and then we're going to go back to Brother Lorenzo to get those important bits of information in terms of the website, the Facebook, and to also talk about the project that you're doing, right? So Stormzy, right? You're not the only one out there, right? Stormzy, you're not the only one out there who can, you know what I mean, help the people, them, you know, Stormzy, right? You get me, right? You know what I mean? I'm not going to tell you to shut up. No way. I ain't going to say I want you to keep talking and doing your thing, Stormzy, right? But Stormzy, I'm going to tell you the truth. Real talk. Let's be peaceful. Good for him, right? Real talk. Good for him what he's done in terms of getting a deal with Penguin Books or whatever for them to be employing giving internment to young authors and young writers, right? We're going to keep the ashe and the spirit of that still going amongst ourselves. We're not going to block it for him for any reason, or else we end up blocking it for ourselves. This is what we really do overstand. So in synergy, right, we're going to come black, not even black, because we're talking about that. We've been held black, right, for so long. We've been held black for so long. We need to melanate ourselves, hydrate ourselves, energize ourselves, and come forward under the 666 energy, you know, alright, the protons, electrons, and the neutrons, you know, that make us who we are. And we're going to speak about the project that you're doing, right? Okay. And we need the Galaxy family, the worldwide listeners to actually tune into that. So, Sister Jenny, Graceful Revamps, beautiful. Welcome to the family once again.
Hi, thank you.
Right, good. Sorry. Welcome again. Go ahead.
Thank you. Welcome. I would just want to hit on Lorenzo's book, and you know when you asked him about who would be the audience.
Yeah.
Well, my son is 18, and I left my book on the side, and my son suffers from, or I should say, did suffer from. Social anxiety and depression.
Right.
After he read the book within 2 days, after reading it, he said to Mum, you know, this is clarifying to me, because I've always wondered why in school there was no history of black people, or why in school that we were bad people. why do people so dislike us?
Yes.
And one of the things he said to me, do you know, Mum, we're more precious than gold.
Wow.
You know.
Wow.
And now, you know, he's got a job. He's going out there because he's had an answer.
Wow.
And I just say, this is what it's about.
The
you know,
healing.
especially our young men, they are lost in not knowing who they are. Lorenzo's book opened a door for my son to live his life.
Beautiful.
great,
It's
yeah.
answers.
Do you
to what
know,
they're feeling.
for you sitting there for all this time, right, not saying much, and when you do, like, you seal it up, sis, you know, beautiful. Wow. And what a live case study, you know, response to the book.
That's very powerful.
It does have that effect.
Thank you, brother.
Because it is all about healing, and it
Yeah.
sounds as if he's started his journey. You know, the healing's there.
It's knowledge, you know, and it's like you're saying.
Please
it's not
share it
a-
with the family and the mics, please.
It's not about, you know, revenge, war, anything like that. It's about love and inputting knowledge into our young people
That's
who
right.
are lost in this world.
That's right.
Because, you know, at the end of the day, when somebody suppresses us, there's a reason why. And for us to know that reason gives us life to stand up and walk forward.
That's right.
You know, otherwise we're just completely suppressed and we're fighting each other because we don't know what's going on. But that book is essential, and I just urge, you know, mothers, fathers, buy it for your young, because it's life.
Reality.
Powerful. And I'm worldwide. We actually, there's the fact, family. You heard it, right? There's the fact. You know, powerful stuff. Lorenzo, the project you're doing, Jenny, you're always just on it, you know. Real talk, seriously, just on it. Beautiful. Love my sister, you know. I tell you, no joke, seriously. Lorenzo, talk a little briefly about the project that you're doing. That.
Well, I've started a company that encourages people to do something with their writing. My guess is that a lot of people do have writing, whether it's poems, short stories, whatever it is, and they tend to sit on it and not do anything productive with it. Well, the business that I'm in at the moment is to do with letting people know that these days there are avenues. You know, you can self-publish your work, you can get it out there so that other people can learn from you. You can entertain them with your writing, whatever it is. So the book service that I've set up is called Tahuti Book Services. The website is tahutibooks.com, and you'll find different ways of getting support if you're a writer, or if you've got some writing and you haven't looked at it for a while. Tahuti Book Services works with you from start to finish, so you can develop your concept and work through it until you have something that can actually be published, and it's a good quality professional book. So it's not all about me and the writing that I've done. There are other books that I've done. This book, The Hungry Shall Be Fed, is actually book 2 of a series. Book 1 is called How to Survive Babylon.
Looks like you got a sword, you know what I'm saying? You know, Pavlovin salivating now for what? Book 2? I didn't even know there was a one. How to Survive Babylon? I need it now. We're gonna have to bring you in to review that one now. You know, you and Jenny, you know, you're sly horses. You know, I tell you, got so much under your hats. Real talk. That's powerful. Is that available? Book 1.
It
is still available now. Yeah.
Same sources, Amazon or tahutibooks.com. There are differences between the book, but without, stretching things out, because I know you're trying to wrap things up. Book 1 is more practical. It's I call it a natural guide. So it looks at the practical things that anyone can do to reconnect with nature, and to become more spiritual.
Hey, we're doing that next, maybe in a couple of strongs for sure. No, that's a must.
Just one more thing. I don't think you sold your publishing company good enough. I would just say that the publishing company, the discount prices that you'll get to get your book is fabulous. And I just say, you know, if you want your book published, you're not going to be spending much, but you'll have an expert advice, experience to help you to publish. So please utilise our brother's company.
What and talking about books now, Jen, your book.
Oh wow, my book is still in writing, and I'm actually going to
work with Lorenzo
Tutti
Publishing.
Yeah, to republish it. So yeah.
Oh, excellent, excellent.
So this is about, isn't it? You know?
That's what it's about. That's exactly.
Together.
So there you go, Stormzy. Right, right. Real talk. Right, there's us in the community. Right, from the grassroots up, Stormzy. Not that you got out of the, you know what I mean, the barrel, and you know, you're doing all right, Stormzy, ain't ya? You know, real talk. But we're doing it right here. Do you understand? For ourselves, as always, for we. You know what I'm saying? For us, we're not getting discouraged by, you know, what else is going on out there. We're keeping it within, and this is what we're doing. We need more of us to be focusing on what we are doing. And I give thanks for yourself, you know, I give thanks for Jenny, because one of the directives that was given from Professor James Small and Professor Bellos was, you know, to direct the listeners to books that they can read. Right? Direct the listeners in terms of one thing that we can do in terms of effecting our liberation, you know, is to get us to read our books, you know, and not only to read them, but to write them, as you are rightfully saying, and Jenny has done in her own right, you know, written books, publishing our account of what's happening to us, you know, by us, you know, and what we most really are doing to ourselves, and how best to support each other from getting out of that, you know. And there's nothing greater than a child picking up a book, you know, and walking away. It's like many children reading Malcolm X's autobiography and getting a lot from that. The same with, you know, the hungry shall be fed, and the same with Jenny's book. Give us the title again, please, Jen.
Nowhere to Belong.
That's the one. Nowhere to Belong. Nowhere to Belong by Jenny Grace. Yes, by Jenny Grace. And this, The Hungry to Be Fed, Awakening Ancient Spirituality by L.S. Allen. Find it on Amazon. Alright. And family, I have to give thanks. This is a part of our repairing. And all what you've delivered in your word, your sound, your frequency, and my sister Jenny, you know, in your word, your sound, your frequency is healing for the family. I'm telling you, it isn't just one voice, it's a collective voice of people, all of us. So we're making space for all of us, you know, to keep teaching each and every one of us. And you've made the real talk, true talk, you know, reparations talk, you know, stop the Ma'angamisi, and this is part of stopping the ongoing crimes. Our children need to read, and that's important, you know, very much. And you're providing literature that, you know, a 12-year-old can read, you know, real talk. This can be read by a 12-year-old, right? So and it can be read to an 80-year-old, right? It can also be read to,
why not?
you know what I mean? We have to, you know, reading group. In fact, have a reading group, you know, invite Lorenzo to come do some reading, you know, real talk. I mean, look after the brother, you know, because this is what we need. This is other ways of disseminating the knowledge. So definitely, would love to have you back here. You know, the Galaxy family really appreciates what you're doing and your voices, and I'm sure they're going to be wanting to hear a lot more from you in future, you know, in the works that you're doing for us as a people worldwide. You know, we do give much thanks. So, brother Lorenzo and sister Jenny, I'm going to shut my mouth for a moment and allow you to close up and any any departing words you want to say to the family.
Well, I'd like to say thanks for having me in. You know, I'm very grateful. No one's perfect, but I do like to be humble in my approach to everything I do. That's what I'd want to say.
Beautiful. And you didn't give out your phone number?
The phone number is 0794.
We say 0 here, Rob.
Okay, 0794 798 7798. That's if you call that number, you'll get through to Tehuti Book Services.
Good. Give thanks, my brother Lorenzo. You know, Hetep to you, my brother. Hetep. You know, all the time, and he is very humble, people. I'm telling you, seriously, brother. It's good to be around. I'm telling you, good to, you know, cooling me down. Real talk, Sister Jen.
I just want to say thank you. What an amazing show, and Lorenzo, respect.
Thanks.
Well, you made it an amazing show. You both make it an amazing show, and that's what we say. We talk about the journalism. Yeah, we do, and we talk about all of us. I feel this is the importance that we try to let others know. You know, as Brother Aston was saying, other presenters bring other people in. The journalism, the features, the news, the information. It's us. And each one teach one and encourage one, and we support each other. I